In this video, I'll show you how to host a static website using Amazon S3 in just a few minutes. First, go to AWS Management Console and go to S3. Now, click create bucket. So your bucket name should be globally unique, but for this exercise, I'll create a regional bucket under my account namespace. So for hosting a static website, we need to disable block all public access checkbox. So uncheck it because we want this site to be accessible by public over the internet. So now let's create the bucket. Okay, so our bucket got created. What we will do now, we have to upload the files which will be available and accessible over the internet. So let's open the bucket and click upload. So here I am uploading index.html and error.html file. So let's do that. This is just a sample file I have. You can also prepare any sample file. Let me show you the files first. Right, so this is how my index.html file look like, and let me now show you error.html file. Yep, so this is what I have under the error.html file. So I have uploaded them to S3 bucket. Now let's upload to the bucket now. Yes, so our files are uploaded. So now we need to enable the static website hosting for these two files. So we need to go under the properties tab, scroll down, and let's define static website hosting section. Yes, it is there. So we need to enable it. So let's enable it. Now for the index document, we need to enter the our index file name. So we uploaded index.html file, so I'll put that in the name here. And for the error document, I'll put the error.html file. So let's save the changes. So now AWS will generate a website endpoint URL, which you can see here. So this URL can be used to access our static website. So let's configure the public access. So now if you try to hit the URL, you will get an error, denied error, because even if we have unchecked the box, we have enabled the static website hosting, the bucket permissions are not allowing access to the files. So let's go to the bucket, let's go to permissions. Yeah, so now there is a bucket policy, right? So when we created bucket, we did not attach or create any policy. So we'll go to the bucket policy and I'll create a policy where I'll allow all the principal to perform get object on the S3 bucket. Okay, that means if any principal try to access it, they can able to get the file. So this policy allows public read access to all the files inside the bucket. So let's save the policy. Right, so now let's refresh our website endpoint URL, and boom, our static website is live on AWS S3. So this is one of the simplest and cheapest way to host your portfolios, landing pages, documentation sites, or front-end application. So but just remember, we unchecked the public checkbox and we made this static website public. Okay, so if you're wondering that why should we keep our project documents or any company documents here, So you should only host those documents which are generally available to public, doesn't have any sensitive information, and does not require confidential access. Okay, but if you want to distribute the confidential files, for that S3 also offers creating a pre-signed URL that we will see in the upcoming slide. So thanks for this one. We'll continue with the next session. Thank you.